guys, welcome back to my channel. It's just Clarice, and today I am going to be showing you guys how I created this red, blue, and pink look. Super colorful, super fun for spring. Two of my best friends requested that I do this look a couple months back, and I'm finally getting around to doing it. Without any further ado, let's dive on into today's video. Alrighty guys, so I have already done all of my base makeup. I did my foundation, my concealer, I did my eyebrows, I did my bronzer, I did all of the primer and everything, and I'm going to list everything that I used down in the description box below. And now we're going to move on to the parts that actually matter for this tutorial. We are going to be doing our eyes together today, lips, blush, and highlight. Let's just get started. So first and foremost, let's just finish off the face. Let's start with blush. So the look we're going for today is a little bit more blown out. It's very colorful, and the elements of color that we're using are blue, red, and pink. So the blue and the red are really going to come in on the eyes, so I want to bring in the pink with the cheeks and the lips. So for blush today, we're going to be using the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. I really love this blush. It's been highly talked about before on YouTube. It just has the prettiest flush of like pinky peach, and it has such a beautiful glowy iridescence. It just looks really nice on the cheeks. My favorite way to apply this blush is using a stippling brush, because then you get that glow and that color, but it's not too intense. You just stipple it on the cheeks, starting from the apples and moving your way back towards the top of your ear. See, already there's a nice glow going on, and we haven't even done highlight yet. This look is very bold. It's not like a typical everyday wear look, but it is something that's more fun, and I just love all the colors. I think it's very appropriate for springtime. Next up, we're going to go in with highlight, and I'm actually going to use two different highlights today. They're both e.l.f. baked highlighters, and I'm going to go in with the shades Moonlight Pearl as well as Blush Gems. So Moonlight Pearl is really pretty. It looks very like goldy bronze in the pan, but it's actually got like the nicest sort of soft pearl, very light gold glow on the cheeks. It looks really nice and natural, and I'm gonna layer that with the Blush Gems because again, this has that pinky tone to it that just looks so beautiful and will really complement our look today. So I'm just gonna go in with a fluffy highlighter brush. This one is the Morphe M510, and I'm just going to first dip into that Moonlight Pearl, and then I'm going to dip directly into the Blush Gems. And we're just going to bring that right along the cheekbones and all the way up onto the forehead. Just sweeping like so. We get a nice overall glow on the side of the face. Hits the light, bam, bam, bam. And if you want, you can add a little bit to your nose too. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go in with the Moonlight Pearls on my nose. Just a nice soft glow on the tip and just along the bridge. We are glowing. We are glowing, gone. Alrighty, so now we can move on to the eyes, and for that portion, I'm gonna zoom you guys in. Okay, so first, of course, we have to prime our eyelids. I'm gonna be going in with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. Blend it out with a beauty blender. You could also blend out with your finger. I like to prime with concealer instead of just like a clear base because I have a little bit of discoloration on my eyelids. My eyelids are a little bit pinky purple, so I like to create like a natural neutral base to start from. And I also like using concealer because it prevents my eyes from getting oily too quickly, and my eyelids actually do get fairly oily, which decreases the longevity of my eyeshadows. Now that we have that down, we can start to go in with our colors. So first, I'm just going to set those eyelids using a nice light peachy color like this one in my ColourPop True Naked Sunsets palette. And now we're gonna start going in with our colors. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put some tape lines right here and here because the look we're creating today is a little bit more structured than what I normally do. I'm just gonna try to line it up with my brow here. First, we're gonna start with the color red, and this is going to go all over our top lid. So I'm gonna start with a kind of softer color, something just to like throw into our crease and kind of get us going. I'm going to take this red shade here on a soft, fluffy crease brush, and I'm just going to lightly and delicately dust this into the crease. And I'm bringing it out all the way to meet the edge of that tape and sort of down. Creates like a long wing. Now we're going to go in with a darker red shade. The first red I used actually came from my Wet n Wild palette in Stop Playing Safe. And now I'm going to jump back into my CoverGirl Naked Sunsets palette, and I'm going to grab this dark red right there in the middle. Very pigmented, very soft. I'm going to take it on the same brush, and I'm just going to kind of go over what we did just now, but I'm going to focus it a little bit closer to the actual eyelid itself, and I'm really going to deepen it up in that outer corner. And now we're going to go in with a shimmer on the lid. This is my Makeup Revolution palette in 24 Karat Gold Chocolate. And I'm going to be taking this red shimmer shade here, which I've swatched on the back of my hand. It has a nice red base color, but a lot of gold shimmer through it. So it looks really beautiful and really foiled. And I'm just going to take this on my finger and run that over my lid. And now we're just going to go back in with those matte shades just around the edge. I'm going to clean that up a little bit, do the same thing to the other eye, and we'll be right back. Okay, so when you finish up the red, it should look something like this. It looks very dramatic, but unfinished. So now we have to go in with our under eyes. This is where we bring in that pop of blue. So jumping back into my Stop Playing Safe palette by Wet n Wild, we're going to go in with that gorgeous blue shade right there. Super pigmented, super beautiful. So I am going to be going in with a brush like this. It has a nice angled top. It's a bit thinner and a bit fluffier, so it'll pick up a lot of that pigment. And I'm just going to start building it up along my bottom lash line. And I'm going to keep going in and building up slowly so that I don't get a crazy ton and I don't go too far down with it, and it looks a little bit nicer and more precise. So now your eyes should be looking something like this. And I know it looks really crazy and really intense, but we're not done yet. Now comes the tricky part. We're gonna go in with a black eyeliner. Liquid black is probably best, and I'm going in with a brush tip because I just find that to be the easiest to use. And you're just gonna wanna create a nice soft wing that will kind of go right in between that blue and that red and just connect it in a nice way. Now I would love to do this on camera, but I have very clumsy hands, so I'm going to just quickly pop this on. I'll be right back and you'll see how it's supposed to look. Okay, so you should get a wing that looks like this, very long, very dramatic, and you'll see it connects a little bit to the bottom line as well. And now we're actually going to go in with a black pencil liner along our bottom waterline just to really tie it all in together. And then to finish off the eye look, you just want to throw on some mascara like I did. You want to throw on an inner corner highlight, something really nice and bright. I used my Estate Do Me highlighter in the shade Pearl. Super beautiful, super bright, and just makes the most beautiful inner corner highlight. And the eyes are done. We are almost done the look. Now we have to move on to the lips. And like I said, this is a blue, red, and pink look. So we're gonna bring in the pink, and we're gonna bring it in real hard. I am going to be using a nice bright floral pink shade. This is by Physicians Formula, and this is the name has actually completely rubbed off at this point, but it is such a beautiful pink fluorescent shade. I'm obsessed with it, and I really love these lipsticks, the Physicians Formula Healthy Lips, because they are super pigmented, really comfortable to wear, and they dry down to a beautiful satin matte finish. So pretty. For gloss today, I'm going in with my Shine 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 Wet Look Lip Gloss in the shade Clear by Essence. Super, super cheap lip gloss, but it's really good. It smells like candy, like a very specific candy that I used to eat when I was a kid. I can't quite place it. Part of me wants to say Jolly Rancher, but I don't know if that's exactly right. And it is a super, super beautiful gloss. I mean, look at that. There are no like tiny little glitter particles in it. It's just like a beautiful, clear, wet gloss. You can pop it on just to your lips without anything else, or you can pop it on top of any lipstick and it looks gorgeous. I would highly recommend not going in crazy with this though, because the more you put on, the wetter your lips look. But if you just put on a little bit in the center and on the top and you spread it out, you get this beautiful, dewy looking pout. That is the whole look. I hope you guys like it. Like I said, it's definitely not your typical everyday look. It's not super wearable. It does kind of have a bit of that rock and roll vibe to it. It's a little bit more artsy than it is like practical makeup. But sometimes all you want to do is play with makeup and you want to create a look. At least that's how I feel. So let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this look, if you guys would have done anything differently, and if there are any other looks that you want me to create, let me know down there. Hit the thumbs up button if you like this video, and hit subscribe if you want to see more stuff from me, because I post brand new videos every single Tuesday, and then some random videos interspersed throughout the month, throughout the weeks. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! Repeating our steps. I can't talk, I'm filming. She's like, I'm literally recording right now. Well, I want to go to bed soon too. I'm gonna leave this in at the end as a blooper.